lesson we're going to simplify this trig problem without using a calculator. So now look at what we have on this problem. We need to simplify this guy, and when I check here, I'm adding what? We are adding two angles. So each and every time we add angles, what should come in your mind? The compound angles. So we need to use the compound angle formula to work on this. Remember, this is the compound for what? For cos. So what is the compound angle for cos? The compound angle for cos, it's the cos of, I have alpha and plus beta. So you can get this formula from your formula sheet. So this is the cos of, remember that when, okay, this will be the cos alpha multiplied by the cos of beta, then you minus the sine alpha and the sine of beta. Right, so this is the compound angle that we're going to use to solve this problem. So now what I need you to remember and keep in mind is that looking at this 30, this angle 30, the triangle that we're going to use for special angles goes like this. So this side, the opposite, which will be the adjacent if we use this 30 degrees as our angle, and if that's 30, this will be 60, and this is 90. So this will be the root 3, this is 2, this is 1. This is just a triangle that you always have to cram. It's always like this. Then you first look at the angle that you are working on. So let's write this using this compound formula. So I'm going to have this as the cos of x. Okay, x, this will be the cos of x. Remember, on this problem, what is my value of a? The value of a, alpha, it's x, and beta, that will be 30. So where there's alpha, we put x. Where there's beta, we put 30. Where there's alpha, x. Where there's beta, we put 30. So let's quickly write that. That will be the cos of x multiplied by the cos of that 30. Then we subtract the sine of x, the sine of 30 degrees. Right. So when you have it like this, we're going to use this triangle to substitute our special angle. So we know that we can get the cos of 30. So this will be the cos of x multiplied by, what is cos 30 according to this triangle? Remember, this is my angle. So cos, according to SOHCAHTOA, cos, it's adjacent, which is going to be the root 3 divided by it's adjacent all over hypotenuse. So this will be root 3 over 2. Then we minus the sine x. And what is the sine of 30? Sine, its opposite. So my opposite, this side, because is the side that is opposite to that 30, which is 1. So this will be 1 over 2 because it's opposite all over hypotenuse. So when I have it like this, remember that the cos can be over 1 and also the sine can be over 1. So we row multiply. When I say row multiply, this is what I'm trying to say. You take the cos, you multiply that with the root 3. You take the 1, you multiply it with 2. The sine with 1, the 1 with 2. We are row multiplying. So let's quickly work on that. So what do we get on top? So the top part will give us the cos x multiplied by the root 3. Then we're going to say everything here is divided by 2. Then minus the top part that gives us the sine x times 1, which is just sine x, and this guy is also divided by 2. Right, can we simplify this further? Yes. Remember that if I have a plus b and everything is divided by c, I can write this as a over c plus b over c. So I have it in that form. I can reverse the law and write it in that form. So I can say this is the cos x, root 3 on top, then we minus the sine x, and everything is divided by 2. Then that's it. You are done solving, you are done simplifying this problem.